Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jacob Payton and today I'm going to be talking about Herokiller by Paul Tassi. It says, in the near future, the line between entertainment and brutality has blurred. Mysterious billionaire Cameron Creighton is a household name from televised spectacles in which prison inmates fight to the death. But his old shows pale in comparison to his new event, The Crucible. A gladiatorial tournament anyone can enter. The winner is promised unimaginable wealth and glory if they're able to survive a series of globally broadcast fight-to-the-death matches with medieval weaponry against the world's most fearsome fighters. Former Black Ops specialist Mark Way wants nothing more than to be left alone, to drink after sacrificing everything, including his family in America's covert Cold War II against China. A war won largely because of him. But there are rumors that Creighton's background and business dealings involve shady connections to foreign powers, and soon Mark is convinced to reluctantly dust off his training, strap on a sword and armor, and enter the tournament arena as an undercover agent. It's the world's most dangerous assignment he's ever been given, and Mark quickly finds himself not just fighting for his life in the arena against trained killers, but racing to expose the Crucible founders' secrets while navigating a viral phenomenon in which the stakes are literally life and death. I really like this book. The world he set up is super bleak. It's not Hunger Games bleak. Also, I don't think this would be fair to compare this book against Hunger Games, because while it is a fight to the death scenario, it does not involve children. It's not like Battle Royale or Hunger Games. This is very much people sign up to this for this to win money and basically become superstars, and we see those personalities play out, which I thought was really fun. And I also very much enjoyed the mashup of genres. This was not a dystopian science fiction type thing. This was very much a, there was sci-fi, but it was also blended very well with like action on top of espionage, right? He is an undercover agent in this tournament. So, not only is he fighting to stay alive every day in front of the camera, but he is also like trying to solve this mystery and having to hold himself back through all these interpersonal connections that he is making with other fighters, because shockingly some of them are actually very nice people, but there is at least the chance that he's going to have to fight them in the arena and that only one of them are going to walk away. So that is being played out as well. And then there is the aspect that another Cold War with China could be brewing. And the way the author does the play on Cold War is very interesting. And it very much reminded me of like 80s movies, which I very much enjoy, 80s action adventure movies, right? Where Cold War essentially means we're at war, we're just not talking about it, but we have troops that you'll never know about, fighting and killing each other all around the world. So I enjoyed that because, this was an action-packed book. Every step of the way, there was mysteries, which I really enjoyed. I'm not going to spoil that for you because I don't want to spoil the book, but let's just say there's a lot more to Creighton than meets the eye. And when you think you've got it figured out, you'll be wrong right up until the very end. I also really enjoyed, how the author described the other fighters, right? They weren't just obstacles for Mark to overcome. A lot of them, became friends. Some of them even became lovers. And then some of them were complete psychos. Not only did some of them come from prison wars, so they were already murderers, and in one case, one guy was a serial killer, but there was also a couple people there that were just there to be famous, right? So you take the worst type of person that seeks that level of reality, like I'll do anything reality TV fame, mixed with the type of person that will literally kill for it. So that was kind of fun to see in here as well. I also liked the fact that this was kind of set up, at least the world was set up at the end, that there could be some sort of sequel, and I would really love to see that. And that's not really a spoiler because it's not going to be how you think it is. So I really enjoyed that, and that is something I would like to see. I mean, the world was pretty bleak. I mean, this is literally a world where all the entertainment that Americans consume revolve around either publicly broadcasted porn or people fighting to the death for them, essentially. So yeah, it's pretty bleak. It kind of reminded me of like a really dark version of the movie Idiocracy, except way, way, way worse. So yeah, I really enjoyed this book. I would like to see more. I liked the way Mark Way was depicted. He was very much that 80s action movie star, but also not covered in plot armor the whole time, right? He wasn't going around just beating everyone down with his fist. All the fights felt like he could lose. And then, you know, he even talks about being disadvantaged when given swords and shields and armor, because that's not how he's trained to fight, right? He's a soldier, essentially. And so he was trained with guns and hand-to-hand combat and that sort of stuff, and he was not prepared to fight with swords and shields and armor and all of that. So it kind of put him on an even foot with the rest of the contenders. I did think it was kind of funny, or maybe not funny, maybe also kind of bleak, the way they cast for the show, right? It was very American Idol, where the best people from each city get picked and they get pitted against each other until like the final 10 get selected. So I thought that was pretty neat. Yeah, overall, I like this book. If you like, you know, battle royale type stuff, you like espionage, you like darker cyberpunky science fiction blended with mystery, I think, you know, this will be right up your alley. It was a lot of fun. I also very much liked the fact that it was written in a way that we're not being drowned in the Cold War espionage stuff, and at the same time, like, also not in the crucible all the time, where we kind of get an even balance of both of the major plots playing out until they blend together. So I very much enjoyed that, and I would definitely recommend this book. I got this from the library, and that's always a good place to check if you want books. I'll also link this below. I really enjoyed this. I hope he makes a sequel. I will probably check out. It does say that he has another trilogy called the Earthborn trilogy, so I'll probably look into that and see what that's about, because I very much enjoyed the way he wrote action scenes, which is big for me, and I also enjoyed his take on science fiction. So if he has like a space opera series or something like that, I'll probably also check it out. If you've read this book, haven't read this book, want to read this book, you know, whatever, or know books like this that you think I should read, feel free to let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.